Let's do a nice big stretch first. So finding your feet, take a nice big inhale, raising your arms, take a nice big stretch, and then exhale, hands to your heart. Again, following your inhales with your arms. As you reach the top, fingers touch, hold for a moment of your breath, and then as you exhale, let your exhale out through your nose, super slow, following the pace of your breath with your arms. At the bottom of your breath, your fingers touch. Again, one more time, inhaling, reaching at the top of your breath, your fingers touch, exhale, now bringing your hands to your heart center. And just take the moment now to close your eyes, finding a longer, deeper inhale and exhale, and now starting your Ujjayi breathing, so the slight closure to the back of your throat to allow for that ocean wave sound. Help focus on your breathing throughout your practice, help strengthen your lungs, and help focus on your breathing so that everything else can just float away. And then coming to the top of your breath, now we'll do our Sun Salutations. So take a nice big stretch, and then exhale, now swan diving, hinging at your hips, bowing towards your legs. First, swan dive, so it's okay to really bend your knees. And then inhale, come into your flat back, hands on your shins as you look forward. As you exhale, palms to the ground, step back into your plank. Feel free to go down to your knees if you like. Low push-up position, you can come all the way down and maybe start off with a cobra, elbows underneath the shoulders, and then lifting your chest up, gazing in front. Exhale, hands underneath your shoulders, bending your knees, curling your toes under, downward facing dog. So first downward dog, you can pedal the heels, bending one knee at a time, stretching out your calves, stretching out your spine. Fingers are nicely spread. Shoulders are away from the ears. Take one more deep inhale, really stretching your bottom to the back corner, top corner of your room. And then as you exhale, looking forward towards your hands, bending your knees and stepping forward to the top of your mat. Come into a flat back, looking forward, exhale, bowing towards your legs. And then inhale, press through your feet to reach up, reaching through your palms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Two more Sun Salutation A's. So inhale, reaching, exhale, bowing towards your legs. Maybe feeling a deeper stretch here. Maybe palms going flat. Inhale to your fingertips, looking forward. Exhale, palms to the ground. Maybe you can hop this time, coming down all the way, hugging your elbows to your ribs, focusing on the triceps, and then coming into a king cobra. So hands underneath the shoulders, keeping the feet and legs down, lifting your chest, shoulders back. Shoulders are away from the ears. Exhale, bending your knees, rolling over your toes, downward facing dog. So for this downward dog, we'll go into three-legged dog. So we'll go ahead and bring your big toes together, reaching right leg up towards the ceiling, bending your right knee, lifting your right hip higher than the left, three-legged dog. Take a nice deep inhale through your side, and then exhale, switch legs. So left leg lift, three-legged dog, right foot is flat, lifting left hip higher than the right. So a nice stretch through your side. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, both hands or feet to the floor. Bending your knees softly, looking forward, stepping or maybe hopping to the front of your mat. As you exhale, taking a bow. Inhale to rise. Lifting your arms up, maybe a gentle back bend this time, lifting your heart up and back. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Third Sun Salutation A. Inhale, raising your arms, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bowing towards your legs. Inhale to your flat back, looking forward. Exhale, palms to the ground again. Maybe you want to hop back into your plank, hugging your elbows to your ribs. Maybe you can hover here. Elbows are 90 degrees. Inhale to your upward dog. Maybe you're lifting your legs off the ground and you're on the tops of your feet. As you exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. So feel free to go into your downward dog. You can always go into child's pose. Third option, we're gonna go into wild thing. So starting off in three-legged dog, lifting the right leg up, and then you can go ahead and pivot your left toes, coming to your back foot, lifting right arm up, lifting your heart and chest. Taking a nice deep inhale, lifting your heart, lifting your hips, and then exhale, take your right hand to the floor, coming back into downward dog and switching sides. So now left leg lifts, three-legged dog option, wild thing, pivoting on the right foot, bringing your left foot back, lifting the left arm, and lifting your heart and hips up as you take a nice deep inhale. Exhaling, take your left hand to the floor, bring your left foot down, both feet down, back into downward dog. One big stretch as you inhale. Exhale, bending your knees, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, bow to your legs. Maybe you can lift your toes off the ground as you bow. Tuck your chin in to really feel a nice stretch all through the back body. And then exhaling, release your toes back down, lift through your chest up towards the ceiling, and do a gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Getting ready for Sun Salutation B. So for the first one, you can bend your knees softly, feet can be hip width apart as you come into chair, bending your knees, scooping your hands down, gazing between your hands. As you exhale, bow towards your legs. Inhale to flat back, and then exhale, palms to the ground, step back into your plank. Low push-up as you hug your elbows to your ribs. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale to your downward dog. Going into warrior one. So pivot the left foot open, 45 degrees. Right knee goes right in towards your chest, stepping your foot forward. Feel free to use your right hand to help assist bring that foot forward so that the knee is 90 degrees. Inhale, lift your arms, big stretch. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Low push-up again. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog, switching sides. So now open up the right foot, 45 degrees. Left knee goes in towards your chest. Use your left hand if you need to bring that foot forward. Left knee is 90 degrees. Inhale, lifting your arms. Big stretch. Exhale, both hands to your floor. Step back into your plank. Low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. So feel free to rest downward dog or child's pose for 5 deep breaths. So as you inhale, really lengthen, push the floor away. Let your hips go up and back. As you exhale, pull the lower belly up and in. Focus on your Ujjayi breathing. You can even close your eyes to really focus on connecting with your breath, listening to your body. Pay attention to anything your body is telling you to do. One more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bending your knees, maybe stepping or hopping to the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, taking a bow, maybe flexing your toes up towards you, tucking your chin to really feel a nice deep stretch. And then release your toes back down, bend your knees to chair, Utkatasana. Gaze between your hands. Exhale, rise up all the way, hands to your heart. Few more. So bend your knees, raise the fingers to the floor. Maybe your knees are touching this time. So my big toes and my knees are squeezing in together so I feel the inner thighs. And then exhale, take a swan way to the floor. Maybe your hands can go flat, maybe not, that's okay. Inhale to your flat back, looking forward. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Elbows hug your ribs, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. So for this one, we're gonna take our left knee all the way to the floor. Step forward, right foot for a low lunge this time. Just focusing on a deeper stretch for your hip flexor and the groin. So maybe this is enough of a stretch with your hands to the floor. Feel free to scooch the left leg further back to deepen that stretch. So my hands are supporting, so I'm not hanging on to my tendons. I'm slightly engaging through the legs to protect those tendons. Hands are supporting. If you're able to go ahead and take your right hand to the floor, or to your knee, sorry, and left hand leaves the floor, lifting up for a big side stretch. You really feel it through your hip flexor. Feel free to stay here or deepen right hand to the floor, reaching up and over. Exhale, take both hands to the floor. On the inside of your right foot, you're gonna curl the back toe, and we're gonna go into a side plank on the left side. So you're gonna take that right leg all the way back, side planking, reaching your right arm up, and you can either have the right foot in front or stacked on top. Either way, you wanna have your feet flexed. So it's as if your feet are up against a wall, so you're feeling the full engagement through your legs. And then open up your chest, either look to the side or up towards your thumb. One more deep inhale, and then exhale. Release your right hand to the floor, back into your plank. Low push up again. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So now switching sides. Right knee comes to the floor. Left foot comes in front for a low lunge. You can take both hands to the floor, either side of your front foot for support. Scooch your right leg further back. Nice hip flexor stretch, groin stretch. Left hand on the knee. Right hand lifts, big stretch. Side bending. If you want to deepen, left hand to the floor. One more deep inhale. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Left hand on the inside of your foot. Curl the back toes. Pressing back into side plank, right side. Lifting left arm up. Again, you can have your feet stacked or top leg in front. One more deep inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog, or child's pose if you'd like to rest your shoulders. So if you're in child's pose, you can always rest your shoulders like by your sides to help lessen or give your shoulders a nice rest. And all these downward dogs can be tiring. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, looking forward, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat. Flat back. Exhale, taking a bow. Inhale to chair. So bend your knees, graze the fingers to the floor. Knees are touching, big toes touching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. So bend your knees if you can. Graze your fingers. You come into a low squat. Ease between your hands. Exhale, taking a bow. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Low push up. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Coming into that warrior one this time. Regular warrior, so that our left foot opens 45 degrees. Right foot flattens down in front. Raising your arms. Lifting your chest. And we're just going to do a nice chest stretch here. So interlace your fingers behind your head, open your chest. Let your elbows open, chest open. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, take both hands to the floor, step back into your plank. And again, side plank. So I'm going to take my right foot back, Come on the left side, open your chest, lifting your arms. Again, feel free to stay here, or you can increase the intensity, lifting your top leg up. One more deep inhale. Exhale, right hand to the floor, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Switching sides, right foot opens, left knee towards your chest, stepping forward, warrior one. Again, exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head, open your chest, elbows back. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, release your hands, take your hands to the floor, side plank. Lift that left leg up, left arm rises. Feel free to stay here, feet stacked, one foot on top or in front. I usually do the bottom leg behind, top leg in front, or lift. Try to keep your hips slightly lifted higher up so you really feel the obliques. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release. Take your left hand to the floor. Last low push up here. We're gonna hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Or child's pose. You choose. 5 deep breaths. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhaling positive energy. Exhaling negative energy. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, looking forward, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat, flat back. Exhale, taking a bow. Inhale for chair, bending your knees, raise fingers to the floor. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Closing your eyes now, finding your peace, finding your breath. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining. Namaste.
Thanks, Pam.